Okay, picture this. It's 6 in the morning. Concrete crew is supposed to arrive at 7. You've got the site prep done. The weather is perfect. And everything is lined up exactly the way it should be. And then your phone rings. The crew is not coming. No explanation, no reschedule, just gone. That was week 3 of our modular home build. And I promise you, it got messier from there. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we are documenting every single step of a modular home, documenting every step of building a modular home from the ground up. Not the highlight reel version, not the magazine cover fantasy, the real version, with every painful, frustrating, expensive mistake included, because nobody talks about this stuff, and honestly, someone needs to. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the chaos. The subcontractors who vanished, the inspections that, nearly killed the project, and the site surprises that generally kept me up at night. So grab something to drink, because this is one that's going to hit differently. All right, so let me take you back to the very beginning of the site work phase. All right, so we had cleared the land, we had our permits in hand, and we were feeling pretty confident. That confidence lasted about 2 weeks. Our excavation contractor, who came highly recommended, by the way, started the foundation dig and immediately hit something nobody expected. The soil report we had commissioned said the ground composition was stable. The soil report lied. About 4 feet down, we ran into expansive clay that had no business being there. Expansive clay and foundations are enemies. It absorbs water, it swells, it shifts, and if you build on top of it without proper treatment, your foundation cracks. The engineer had to come back out, needed an entirely new foundation strategy. That alone added 3 weeks and several $1,000s to the budget before we even had walls in the ground. All right, so now let's hear where the subcontractor drama really started stacking up. Our framing crew for the site-built portions of the structure had a 2-week window booked months in advance. Week 1, great. Week 2, half the crew shows up. Week 3, we are getting texts they are finishing another job and we'll be back soon. Soon turned into 11 days. The module delivery was already scheduled. The site was not ready. Do you know what happens when your modules arrive and the site is not prepared to receive them? You pay a restocking fee. You reschedule the crane. You pay the crane company anyway because, well, you canceled it inside the notice window. It was a financial gut punch that could have been, well, avoided entirely. Let me talk about the inspections for a minute, because this section of the story nearly broke me. Every phase of construction requires an inspection sign-off before you can proceed. That is not a suggestion, that's the law. Our electrical rough-in inspection got scheduled. We prepped everything, and the inspector flagged 11 items. 11! Some were legitimate issues our electrician missed. 2 of them were the inspector misreading the local code amendment. I am not exaggerating. We had to bring in a code consultant to sit with the inspector and walk through the updated amendment language. That cost us 5 days and a fee we had not budgeted for. All right, and then came the plumbing inspection. We passed that one, finally. Something going right. And then we hit the framing inspection. Well, which is when we discovered that connection points between the modular units and the site-built additions did not meet the local jurisdiction specific requirements. Now, here's the thing about modular construction that trips people up. The factory builds to a state code, but your local jurisdiction can have additional requirements layered on top. Nobody told us that clearly enough up front. The modules had to be modified on site. The manufacturer sent a crew out, which was included in our contract, thankfully, but it still added delays. Now, I want to be honest with you about something. There were moments during this build where I genuinely questioned whether we had made the right choice. Sitting in a parked car outside the property at 8 at night, running numbers on a spreadsheet, wondering if this was all going to come together. That kind of doubt is real. And if you're going through something similar right now, I want you to know that the chaos does not mean you made a wrong decision. It means you are building something real. The utilities connections phase brought its own nightmare. The utility company scheduled our meter connection 3 times. 3 times. Each time, something internally on their end delayed it. We were sitting on a completed home without power for 19 days. 19 days without power. The HVAC system could not be tested. The final inspection could not be scheduled. We were frozen, waiting on a company we had 0 leverage over. What saved us ultimately was documentation. Every single delay, every missed appointment, every phone call, every email, we had it logged. And when we needed to make warranty claims or negotiate credits with subcontractors, that paper trail was the difference between recovering cost and absorbing them completely. Here's what I need you to take away from everything we just went through. Budget a contingency of at least 15 to 20% over your total project estimate. Not because you are planning to use it, but because construction always finds a way for you to need it. Vet your subcontractors' preferences beyond references. Ask them specifically about their current workload and backup crew capacity, and get your local jurisdiction involved early. Do not assume that what the factory builds automatically satisfies your local requirements, because that assumption is expensive. If you prepare properly, as if you knew what will happen, even though you are not sure what's going to happen, rely on your preparation to see you through. Click the link in the description where I open up my own modular build.